How's it going, guys? This is a ink and pen update on writing review here of the Pilot Vanishing Point. So this is to go along with the review. I didn't really discuss the nib in the review. I figured I could do that kind of now with an ink test too. So my vanishing points, I've got two mediums. The first one I got, I just loved, so I ended up looking and wanting more. So I ended up getting a 1.1 stub in this one over here, the matte black. And then when I was able to pick up the Raiden, I swapped the nibs because I wanted the stub in the Raiden. But anyway, so this one I've already started and pretty much finished. It's still drying a little bit over there. This is the Colorverse Blue Dragon, and this is with a Pilot Vanishing Point, also known as a capless. And this is in a medium. Ooh. All right. So, first off, this is a gold nib. It functions beautifully. When you start writing with it, it just wants to run and it just wants to keep going. And that's one of the benefits of a solid flow over a flex or a stub is these continual flow, that are more consistent, like the mediums or the bolds, they just want to run and run and run because that ink is just always there, nice steady flow. So I love, even after using a nice flex or stub, when I go back to my mediums here in my vanishing points, I just love them. They just want to run and go in the paper, so it's awesome there. The ink itself is very nice, so nice I got more. So it's like a dark blue with a nice vivid red sheen. And that red sheen, it's very hard to discern in regular writing. You can kind of see it more in the swatches. It does have blue shimmer in there. Now, does that really show up? It's really hard to see. You might get a speck here and there that catches your eye, but the blue shimmer doesn't really come out unless it's in these big swatches, even up here. But so that's one of the reasons I wanted to get the silver. That's the blue. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get the silver, was because the ink itself is awesome. The ink and the sheen is great. The shimmer doesn't quite show up as well with the blue, so I wanted to try the silver. So that's why that's on the new ink list. This one's the blue though, and let's bring it back to the Pilot Vanishing Points. Okay, so we've got, this one's a medium here. I had already previously done with the Raiden and the stub. I had previously done an ink sample here of Ferris wheel, Toykyo blue. So hold on, let me see where you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. It's a very nice, like, turquoisey teal type blue. I will say with the stub, every now and again, it'll have a hard start, and I notice it mostly on the T's. Sometimes you see the T's and they're thicker, and that's why, because on those cross strokes, it'll have just a harder start. I noticed I forgot something, so I'm going to go back and put that there. Boop. There we go. Now you're an official J. All right, so here's the comparison to the stub, and you can see, let me move you up a little bit. Yeah, that's the Ferris wheel press, Toykyo Bay blue, as compared to Colorverse Blue Dragon blue. Okay, so you can see the more consistent lines there in the medium. The stub is going to have more of that line variation. But these are two vanishing points. Oh, that's a different one, sorry. There we go. So two vanishing points. We've got the Blue Dragon, and then we've got the Ferris wheel press. I like these nibs, the fact that they're gold, they handle really well. And like I said, the flow is not a problem, especially with that medium. Occasional hard start with the stub, but once you get it going, it's usually good to go. But I love my vanishing points, guys. Thank you for coming on the journey.